Okay, this is the boiler. Very old. I'm thinking about trying to see if we can descale on the inside to improve heat transfer by using a Clearwave water conditioner. Alright, so the boiler is actually running. I just wanted to show you how the boiler runs during operation, if it's surging or not. I'm going to try and see if it makes a difference in the surging. Let me show you the sight glass here. I don't know if you can see the water level. It's got a little bit of a bounce to it, not very much, just barely moving, not much. Can see it, it's right about at that level there. So otherwise it's a very old boiler. As you can see, the flames are jumping around. It's not backing out or anything, but it definitely needs a cleaning. Get it all tuned up and stuff after we do this. I don't want to make too many changes to the system while I'm doing the test. After we do this test and see if this Clearwave works, then we'll tune up the boiler. I will be also checking combustion, especially for flue gas temperature, before and after, without changing combustion. We're just going to kind of measure it to see if removing the scale, if the scale does get removed, if changes the flue gas temperatures on us. Okay, so I'm videotaping, or trying to video, the inside of this boiler to determine if it has calcium buildup or not, which I've actually already done, but I'll show you what I'm using to do it. It's a video scope. Here I can actually point it at itself. And I don't know if you'll be able to see this in the camera, but you can see how this takes pictures with a long scope. First video I took is I went through the upper sight glass port to take a look at the top of the section. I've also put it way in on this lower return port. Then I've tried to bend the camera upwards when I go in there so I can look up into the section too. So now I have all three views. And I've also done it on the lower return side on the opposite side of the boiler. So I can get a view of both sides of the boiler. It's hard to tell the difference between mud and calcium, but it's pretty blocked up in there. And as you'll see in the video, hopefully, if I can link all this stuff together. Okay, so hopefully you can see me again. We've now installed the Clearwave. Like I said before, I came off the lower sight glass port. I ran a pipe around the back of the boiler. It does have a pump on it. I decided to put the circulating line, and then it ties into the return port, basically this point at the other side of the boiler. I'll show you that in a second. So now all the wiring and everything is temporary because we're going to be taking the pump off, so don't call or yell at me about all the electrical wiring. We know what's wrong. But it's temporary. So right now the Clearwave is running. We have the pump running very slow. I have valved down the pump to run as slow as I can so it doesn't change or affect water level. It's just circulating really, really slow through the boiler. We're going to let it run like this for at least a week. Then we'll give it a try. We'll take it apart, videotape the inside, see if it's made any difference, probably put it together and let it keep going again, further and further. So here I'll walk around with the camera so you can see what's going on. So again, here's the Clearwave. We got our antenna wrapped counterclockwise on one side and clockwise on the opposite side over here. That's these blue wires wrapped around. They have to be kept closely spaced and tight to the pipe. We're coming off our lower sight glass port. We're wrapping around through our pump. We just have a box supporting it temporarily for now. So here's our pump, and then of course it ties into our return side. So and I have this little valve here to slow down the water flow through the boiler so it doesn't change anything. All right, that's all there is today.